Hey y'all, welcome back to y'all's favorite day of the week. It's Thursday. Ladies first panel. Are y'all ready to go on? Y'all know where to contact us at Jamie, that's me, Bondi Blue, Blue Rose Bondi, and myself, Niecy Dixon. Um, let me take this off. I gotta shout somebody out specifically. Um, let me see. Who? There we go. Yeah,
What's up, y'all?
yeah. I
We
had.
here.
What'd you say, Bondi?
You muted.
Sorry, y'all. Nah, I'm just saying, hey, what's going on? Happy to be here.
Oh. Mhm. I had a subscriber reach out to me saying they was ready to buy a house, y'all. I was like, ooh, that was the first subscriber that's called me.
Oh, that's what's up.
Love it.
Yes, yes, yes. I was so excited about it. But
That's what's
okay.
up.
So I think I want to start with a listener letter today, you guys.
Okay.
Um, oh, and I didn't mention the email. Like, y'all should go ahead and email us if y'all want y'all's questions answered as well. Or you could DM us. Either way. Honestly, I prefer a DM just so I could put the face to the name, and you can remain anonymous, but still, I be wanting to know what y'all look like because that adds to the story sometimes.
That's true.
Okay, so this first listener letter, the subject is "Black love is still strong, maybe?" Question mark. I don't know. I grew up loving Disney, a fairy tale world where men see a woman and decide that without knowing much about them, that they were willing to go through life with them. Am I wrong for wanting to come across a man and be aligned? And although I'm open, I want it to be a black man that does it. Although it seems like I'm always finding love. What's she saying? Although it seems like I am always finding love in unaligned. Even with my most recent man, he had his shit completely together when we met, and then things happen. And trust, I get it. But why does it seem like it's always something? I guess what I'm asking is how long should you try to be a good woman before giving in and thinking or behaving like a bad girl?
What does she consider being a good woman versus what's a bad girl? Because I
Ooh,
feel like you should always be doing you in general.
exactly.
I think you should always be living life, enjoying life. I mean, just because you out here being a quote unquote bad girl, living life on your terms, don't mean that you won't stumble upon somebody that's aligned with you. Because he out there being a bad boy, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure for the most
Bad
part.
boy.
Listen, I think the whole thing is like honestly, when you have that mentality, you're gonna keep meeting men like that until you figure out that it's about you. I know that that's hard for people to catch, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter whether you're in a relationship or not. Nobody is gonna be good enough until you're good enough for you. Until you're happy with you, you can be married and you will still be miserable. You can have a great man and you will still be miserable if you are not good with you. At the end of the day, like I think everybody be thinking that you're supposed to be finding somebody, but you're really supposed to be finding yourself, and everybody you're with is a mirror of that. So if you keep encountering people that aren't working out, it's because you're not learning a lesson.
1000%. I definitely agree with that. It's really about focusing on yourself. And when you do that, you really discover what you like and what you don't like. And a lot of the dudes that's not aligned with you, they're going to get up out your way anyway because your standards are just going to be different. Like what you're going to waste your energy on, it's just going to be different. You just not some
Yeah.
stuff you may have tolerated before, you're just not gonna tolerate. And later, once you discover things about yourself, and I think that's when you find your person quicker, really, because the other dudes getting the hell up out your way and they ain't wasting your time because you're not
Yes.
allowing them to.
And
Is
being a
it
good
really what they
girl
say? I could do bad all by myself. Like, no, you really can.
and being a good girl is you just playing yourself. I'm gonna tell you the truth, because I was the cool girl. I'm gonna make everything easy for you. I'm gonna help you with everything. I'm gonna do as much as I can, and I promise you, it wasn't until I stopped doing all of that shit that I finally got what I needed. When I
Mhm.
stopped worrying about what he needed and started to worry about what I needed, then everything changed. He changed too. And that's another thing y'all as women have to learn. I know these men make you feel like they make the rules, but you have to make the rules. You
Mhm.
have to have take it or leave it mindset. Because if you don't, they will take advantage of you. That's just how they are. They're hardwired to take advantage of whatever you're giving. And also, they can probably smell your desperation for a fairy tale, and that's a turnoff. That will make a nigga run from you if he think you like got a fairy tale in your mind and you trying to make him fit into that. That's a lot of pressure. And men do not like that. Just to say.
That's actual factual. And when I hear that, I'm thinking about when Bondi was like, "Oh, I would come in and be like, oh, let me do this for you, or let me do that for you." And he just thinking about ways he finna play your ass. Cause just like she said, it's getting desperate right out the gate because you just ready to show so much. I
Yes.
feel like you're showing so much of how worthy you are versus them showing you how worthy they are of being in your presence. You're doing the most. So they see I could play on her top. She need a man so bad that I could just play on her, go in and out the door, and she just gonna sit there and deal with it. So like, yeah, nah, focus on yourself. Enjoy you, have fun, because ain't no point in trying to hurry up and find that person that you think you're aligned with, getting in that relationship, and then wishing that you would have explored more. I think people that are single don't realize the fun that you can have with being single and just like date around. Like, don't just date. I understand you want a black guy. You may end up with a black guy, but then you might find somebody else that's Indian or something else that may treat you way better than any of the other black guys that you've dated. So I just say, girl, go out there and have some fun.
Okay, can we help them out a little bit, y'all? Nothing is wrong
Yeah.
with the format. Y'all need to go to the link that is for landscape. If you want to see us in landscape, then you go to the link that is for landscape. If you go to the one with the little cell phone next to it, then you're going to get the cell phone version. It's
Thank
not,
you, Bondi.
because y'all
Thank you.
flipping out. Like, it's okay.
It because I wanted us to be able to have it already formatted in a way that we could upload on different platforms like TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, it's two links. One link for landscape, one link for portrait. Both are on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's new, y'all. It just came out. It just
Yeah.
came out. And people be like, what the hell is going on? I get it.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube and
Yeah.
all these damn changes.
No, for
Lord have
real.
mercy.
But yeah, I have to agree with what both of y'all said. I think Bonnie, when you started to say it's not about finding the right guy, it's about finding you and what you like along the way. I think like the beauty in it is when you learn how to say no faster. Because like really the way that and I'm like speaking from experience, I ain't speaking like on earth, I'm just saying the way that it works is I feel like you're supposed to date different people to learn more about yourself at the
Yes.
end of the day. You never want to just like it doesn't matter how good you are. Men don't like it doesn't matter because there's a million women trying to be good women.
Yes.
So it's never about if you work for them because you'll work for anybody. It's about if that person is right for you. So I think that people just need to like learn more about themselves and just make, I guess, center themselves back in the dating scene. And then that way you get what you want at the end.
What did the top of her thing say about Disney? Because I feel like TV got
Let's
us
pull it back
effed
up.
up just a little piece.
And y'all need to
So
go and
good.
find those Disney fairy tales. Go find the original stories, please. You
I
can't
feel like
trust
it's
nothing
always a
whitewashed.
one-sided story. I feel like it's from the woman's perspective, but more so from the man. Because I mean, how they have it set up,
It's
they
a
always
man's
show her
idea
searching
of
for that one person. Like they
it's what
don't.
men want you to know. Like it's how men want you to think. That's what it is to me. It's what we want you to think. We want you to
Yeah.
be
That's true.
looking for a man. We want you to think that this is all you should be worrying about. And we want you to not trust older women. Because the older I get, the more I understand the woman that goes into the forest with her cottage and her garden and minds her business. The more I understand that woman. And she's always the bad guy in a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find that other because if you have the landscape,
That's what I'm trying to do too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know it was gonna have everybody in shambles.
No, it did it to me, girl. I know.
You did that too?
Yeah, they tore my ass up. They were so upset. What the fuck is
Oh
that?
my gosh. I was like, oh, what a good idea for TikTok. Everybody like,
I'll
hell
tell you the
no.
problem. The problem is they don't let you change the landscape independently of one another, which makes it so that it don't look right on a cell phone. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna let you I'll let you paste the
Okay,
link.
I'll find it.
But overall, yeah, I think we all kind of saying the same thing about being a good girl. So, okay, while we on the topic of black love, what are some couples y'all think of when y'all think of black love?
Mm. Uh, I don't even
Y'all
think about black.
paused.
I don't like thinking about black love no more. To tell you the truth,
I'm trying.
I don't even because I just kind of feel like I like what I got going on, but the way we make it a thing for people to, I just think every time you give people an excuse to like romanticize relationships is not a good thing because because a lot of people don't know how to decipher like
Mhm.
the romanticization from the reality of the situation. But
Mhm.
if I had to say yes, Denzel and Pauletta, somebody just said Denzel and Pauletta, I would definitely think about them. Samuel Jackson and his wife. Um,
I was gonna say Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance.
yeah,
But I feel like
That's
we don't
true.
see them like
right.
together as much.
And I wouldn't even like that's not when I when I think about Black Love, I think about that terrible TV show. I don't think about all of the black
Mm,
couples that are still together because I personally feel like just because you're still with somebody don't mean we know what's going on in their relationship. We don't that don't mean we know each
facts.
other. They
For
got so
sure.
But
many
just like we didn't know about Tia and Corey.
right. Like there are so many people that are in relationships and they're not happy in real life, but to us, everything looks
Mhm.
great. So because I understand that, I can't even really have that mindset about it. It's just if you happy and he treating you right and you treating him right, I'm happy for y'all that y'all have that. Like that's it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy because I'm like, dang, I don't think I thought about black love in a long time to attach it to nobody. Because I have the same mindset, like whatever floats your boat, let it work. I mean, Will and
Very
Jada,
stupid.
they letting it work. Like they what they call bad marriage for life. They
Yes.
rocking out and
Yeah.
it's whatever their standard is for themselves and whatever gets you through, gets you through.
Not steadfast. I am dying of here in the comments.
I had one couple in mind. I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought. So let me flash them real quick.
Susie Parents on Rugrats.
That's insane. Who is it?
This
Oh
is
my God. Hazel
Blueface
E.
and Hazel E.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yes, they're together.
What are you asking if it's real? Because
Y'all
I asked,
know I have blocked their terms as much as I can and them. Like I don't be wanting to see nothing they got going on.
I'm
So
the
I'm
same
like,
way. I'm
okay,
not
this
even
is
gonna lie.
real. Cause y'all know Hazel a troll.
yes,
So and
yes,
I feel like they are too. Blueface, Krishan, all of them. Like they just troll the internet, make their money, whatever. So that's why I'm like, this for real? Hmm.
Yeah, it's for real. They are dating, and people were talking about comments that was made by his mama. I'm gonna play the video for y'all.
Great.
Going good.
How things going?
I think they're going pretty good.
She be tripping sometimes though, you know.
Tripping. What she be doing?
they've been together for 5
Unfollowing me.
years.
Oh, she unfollowed you?
That's
It
good.
it was probably after that interview we did with
Uh-huh.
you the other day. You know, Carlos, what you
I
said
didn't say
What you say?
anything.
you said you had
I
a
was not disrespectful. Don't even look over here.
you were very respectful, but you said you had a problem with the age difference. You didn't realize that Hazel was 45.
I think
Jeez, you guys are
I
killing
think
me
I
with
was
this
just kind
age
of caught
range.
off
Like,
guard. I was
God,
caught off guard. You
Yeah.
said she was like, almost 40ish.
we're still there.
Oh, so that Blue originally told you that, and that's why you kind of were
He
going on.
just didn't say she was 45. I guess he just said,
How old are you?
I'm 53.
What's the phone?
That's my sister. She calling me mom.
So Carlissa said,
Call you mom. Mm-mm.
It's the fact that you said, Jim, you said not a word. I ain't got shit to say about Blueface.
No. One, I want to say that the mom looks pretty young. Being 53, I think she looks nice. Times that I've seen her on social media and to hear her be so shocked and surprised by the age gap between the two, it's like, but you be out here acting like you your son age though.
And she
From
does.
things that I've seen, like, weren't you in the bathroom one time, like dancing, bending over, like, did you have your underwear on or something like that? Like,
Picture to her husband that was her ass, but I think she accidentally posted it and we all saw it accidentally quotation marks.
Oh,
Remember that?
I forgot I heard about that. That was a
that's
couple
like,
months ago, right?
Nah,
but
that
it's
was like
like
a
you
year,
be doing a lot of stuff.
unless it happened again. But yeah, no, to me, she's very immature. She's very young minded. that's why she's always involved in their mess. That's why she's always on the internet. To me, women like mothers who are actually mature don't get on the internet and talk about their kids and shit. Like they
Right.
don't. They talk to their kids in real life and they talk to their family members, but they don't make that shit no public information. I don't care if you are making money off of it. The way they go about it just shows a level of immaturity. But to
Mhm.
me, everything they do is so that they can get everybody's attention. It's absolutely given. Hazel is, she's selling herself. She sells herself to any young abusive man that will give her attention because she hates herself. We met Hazel when she used to look how she used to look. So we know what this is. This is an insecure woman that still hasn't learned her lesson, getting into abusive relationships for clout. And this is him knowing that she's a Labrador retriever, weak ass bitch that's gonna do anything he wants her to do. And so yeah, here we are.
That's actually really sad to think. You know what? Would y'all low key describe her as like, I don't even know if I should say the next generation because she ain't that much younger, but she's like another Carly Red, right?
Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah. I would describe it.
Like, what is it like to be viewed as a bird for a whole generation's worth of reality TV? Like at least the last 20 years.
I think it caused Carly Red brain damage. So that because that would be malfunctioning.
That's sad.
I think with this woman in particular, I think she really thinks that she's what's her name? Tia Kemp, Rick Ross' baby mama.
Mm.
I really think that she thinks she's hurt in a sense. Like people really like her like that, It's not the same.
I think it's because she used to
Pop my.
be not pop my butt, pop my butt. That's what Harriet Tubman said about pop my butt. That was the master hitting her with the whip. Pop. Sorry.
Oh Lord.
I had to.
Oh my God.
I forgot about that.
She
Embarrassing.
used to be cute, right? So whenever you the mama that's kind of still youthful and attractive and shit, like if you're not secure in yourself, you are going to be a pick me. And that's what I feel like she gives. Like she gives like, oh young pick me. I feel like she has some type of covert incestuous relationship with her sons because they hate her.
Mhm.
Like they have her around like they need her, but they hate her. And
Because
to
wasn't
me,
it a fight
yeah,
with him, his sister, or something like in the very beginning?
yes.
Okay.
They've all fought the parents. Like they fought their
Oh,
parents
wow.
at some point. His brother can't stand the mama neither. And he fought Krishan's people. Like it's been melee over this entire time. But
And
yeah,
I don't know why. And I hate it because this generation love it so much. I mean, we had our share of stuff, but like they love it so much. Like, I don't know. I guess
I was
I
just
guess you
talking
just
about
grow
that.
out of it at some point.
I think we had other things, and some of these people don't grow out of this shit. But we had other things. Like
I
we
feel
had
like it was an
shows that
on and
had
off switch for hours.
yes,
It was
social
like
media
Jerry Springer comes on, I gotta watch it, then it's off.
over. And
Bad
that's
Girls
also
come on, it goes off.
And also, we identified those people as other. Like, didn't y'all watch that shit? Like, I ain't going through no shit like that. That's crazy. Like, you watch
Right.
it like a spectacle. This is something that is like, I think happening in people's families and households. Like, people are fighting each other. People are cursing each other out. Like, this is what happens. So I think that now that we have incentivized this shit, people are just doing the shit that they were always doing behind closed doors on social media because now it gets them clout and attention and maybe a little fame and a little money or something like that.
That's true.
That's why it's worse now. And because like I said, they don't have any alternative. I realized how there are no wholesome shows on like mainstream television the way it was back in the day. Like, Family Matters and even
Sister,
like Living
Sister,
Single, Sister,
Smart Guy.
all of these shows kind of like taught us morals. We had the episode, that's why even the
That's true.
online now with the music, when
Like
somebody
there's always an episode of the teenagers going to the mall with their friends, the friends stealing, then you get locked up because by association.
yes, like it's always like, stories that would help us understand how to move about life. They don't even really have that anymore. What's more prevalent now are the baddies and the Zeus Network and these people and the DDGs and all of that. And it's sad. It's really, really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah, when is it gonna stop?
I
This,
don't know.
yeah,
I'm waiting
that's
for the streaming documentaries that's gonna
streaming
come
documentary
decades down
about
the
who?
line. You know, streamers that just sit online all day and stream. Some problematic,
Oh,
some not. I'm like, they're gonna do a documentary on y'all and how it may have affected the brains of y'all or even your watchers at some point. That's
it
gonna
will
come
for
later
sure.
though.
I was
Probably.
just saying how we're gonna be so happy for people's for how much they sprayed their life on social media. Eventually, it should eventually make biographies so much easier. I said Cardi B's biography one day is gonna be so easy because there will be tons and tons and tons of video that you could pull off the internet at any given moment to help you remember what her life was like at that time. You know,
Yeah.
True.
that's gonna
I
make it.
can't wait for it.
I ain't gonna lie, me too. I hope I'm alive for it because
Okay.
it's a lot going on out here. Lot.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, I forgot about that. Speaking of Cardi B,
Mhm.
why not? Did y'all hear about the fans feeling some type of way because they saw pictures of her with a ring on, and they were thinking that potentially her. Dang, this is changing. This is different. Anyway, yeah, there people were seeing her with a ring on, and they were throwing a fit because they thought that that meant she was engaged to Stefan.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I ain't know nothing about that.
I hope that's not what she gonna do. Cause it's like, okay, so now we really gonna have to go through what you went through Offset again. Cause now you're gonna marry. So now we're gonna have to go through the divorce of this again. Okay.
What I think it was, I think that the ring was probably just a push present. It's no way in hell they get engaged when I don't even feel like they boyfriend and girlfriend in real life. This was a fluctuation that went wrong.
I fucked that nigga. I got pregnant.
Yeah, he don't seem like the type ready to settle down no time soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
could have
not
been
what
a push present, or it could have been something she bought herself.
I'm
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is a
because she still be in her house on Twitter Spaces and shit, being sad. So I still don't think
Cardi.
yes.
What
You
you mean
don't
being
think what?
sad?
Like she was just talking about Offset and how this is not easy, and then she going through the pregnancy and her mom at the house throwing out all the snacks and shit. Like she
I saw that one.
just sound like she going through it. Like she sound like
Mhm.
she's still at the house in a room, you know, maybe still stressed out because Offset is still doing shit. So there's that.
Oh wow, that's doing shit in postpartum at that because they're not fully divorced yet, right?
Nope. And that's another part of it. He wants her to pay his taxes and shit. He got a lot of debt. He's dragging it. And
Yeah.
that's
You
stressful.
know, he gonna get something. I don't know about other states, but did you know in the state of Texas, if you're married and you end up having a baby by your boyfriend, even though you're not divorced, your legal husband can be charged with child support?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
it's like that here too.
Yeah.
Lyrics
That's a
last
tale all
name.
this time, actually.
Yeah, that's why Lyric's last name is what it is because his mom it was after though. Like after they broke up, she was pregnant with Lyric and ended up marrying another guy and ended up having his name by the time Lyric got here
Yep.
and not his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Mm,
whoever she's married to is basically
Yep.
who the baby last name was, especially back then.
yeah, that's what back then for sure. That's crazy.
I think that's
Yeah.
because
Mm,
people like kind of understood that all of these niggas that's worthy of being husbands ain't having kids. So it's like a bitch might have got pregnant by somebody else, but we happy we got the baby and the nigga don't come around, so nobody has anything to say about it. I think that happened a lot more often than people probably think.
Positive.
Because
Yeah.
that's I think that's what they used to be doing with them kings and queens and the monarchs and all of that.
yeah, that's interesting. People being caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Okay. I had another light topic in here, but it don't even like. There's no way to transition to it. I'm not even about to transition to it. We gonna keep it with the theme. So it feels like this first beginning theme is very much like ratchetivity, relations, that type of stuff.
Mhm.
So let me just skip to this thing I saw on Threads, and it said, I was today years old. I'm sharing screen. I was today years old when I found out that gang yearbooks are real. Did y'all know that?
No.
My God, if you can't hang, you got to get out the game. Get out the game.
That is crazy.
Can't hang.
Actual gang yearbooks, y'all. Like, how do you become class president? Do they? Oh my gosh, y'all! I bet they got a deep rest in peace page at the back of the yearbooks every year.
They got what kind of art? Say what? Say that again.
They're calling this a gang yearbook. I mean, you see the nicknames? Look at Keith Hayer, Bang the Hitter.
That is hilarious.
This is awesome for the FBI.
I'm about to tell
and
you,
the
this is great
police.
records. This is extremely good records.
Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all just giving it out, huh?
I mean, that's what they be doing on social media. It's like they so stupid they don't realize they telling on themselves. Police made this. I mean, it's from mugshots, but niggas could also like go find their mugshots and save them and put them together.
Oh, so police make this? I was about to say, because whoever made it could definitely be working for themselves or a major corporation. Because why? They said no, there's got to be AI. Maybe so.
I honestly believe that niggas would do shit like this. Maybe not this much organization. That's some cops. But I still feel like y'all are all in a gang and y'all all will get tattoos and like identifying markers to let us know that you are a part of said gang. So it's not like it would be fucking hard. Like you're already self-identifying. So I mean, yeah, nah. Niggas is dumb.
That's crazy.
Get out the game. Get out the game. That's what
So
they're
what is that from? What is that from?
Oh, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. There's a scene where they make fun of somebody getting jumped in, but they actually playing double dutch in the background and they sing the song. You got to get out the game.
That was a crazy thing.
I gotta go watch that now. You said two? Not the race one?
No, it's only
one.
Oh, it's the parody of the Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah, they just put it on something. It might be on Peacock or we just watched it on something. I think it might be on Peacock, but Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, which is a parody of South Central, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. It's hilarious. Like you have to watch it.
That's funny as fuck. Okay. So I wanted to save the biggest gang for last. And that's all the people involved with the Epstein files.
Yes.
Including our president. So, sorry, y'all. Everybody's talking about how it was just approved to release the Epstein files. So a lot of people believe that the government shutdown was to focus on what was in the Epstein files so they can clean it up and get ready to present it. Who knows? But let me go ahead and read this post. It says, this is from Donald Trump. Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged by the Trump Justice Department in 2019, not the Democrats, was a lifelong Democrat, donated thousands of dollars to Democratic politicians, and was deeply associated with many well-known Democrat figures, such as Bill Clinton, who traveled on his plane 26 times. Mind y'all, I know you sent us that post, Bondi, just last week. Allegedly, they said the president was giving Bill Clinton some sloppy toppy.
Well, so this week they said that it was a different Bubba because that has been known to be Clinton's nickname, and he was like, touching that man on his dick. Like they automated it to make it slapping, but it's from a picture and it's from video. If you Google like just in their names, the shit came up from when they was together. And if you were alive back then, you might remember how much he was around, though. He wanted to be with the in crowd. He wanted to be with the cool people, the rappers, the entertainers. That's why he was a Democrat the last time. But now they're saying that, honestly, it might be Ghislaine Maxwell's horse, but we're not sure because there's somebody else. But Epstein's brother came out and said that it wasn't Clinton. It was another Bubba. But it still happened. It just wasn't him. And you know how the
Mhm.
people, once they've, R'd everybody, they like to start doing shit to animals. Like that's
Mm,
a thing. It's a whole niche of porn, in all honesty. So there's that.
very sick.
Yes, extreme.
But this was interesting because based on that rumor, Bill Clinton, the first person he gonna mention here. But anyway, um, Larry Summers, who just resigned from many boards, including Harvard, sleaze bag political activist Reid Hoffman, minority leader Hakeem Jeffries,
Mm.
okay, who asked Epstein to donate to his campaign after Epstein was charged. Democrat Congresswoman's woman, here we go, Stacey Plaskett, allegedly, and many more. Perhaps the truth about these Democrats and their associations with Jeffrey Epstein will soon be revealed because I have just signed the bill to release all the Epstein files. I don't think he said anything else that was important here. He's just talking about borders, tax cuts. Basically, everything is the Democrats' fault. I think it's interesting that nobody's excited about the Epstein files being released in real life because at this point, everybody knows that they would have been manipulated an insane amount.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, because just last week he was singing a different tune. You tried to convince one congresswoman to change her vote to not vote for the files to be released, right? You was just in a press conference saying you just want all of this to go away and for people to stop talking about it. And then now you're changing the narrative and you're trying to push it off on Democrats. I feel like, yeah, they probably was, coming up with some type of scheme or whatnot during the shutdown to concoct some type of plan. So when they put it out, but also at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this could have been an overnight decision. I don't know. Maybe they could have been working on it in the shutdown, but also two things could be true. Like, I just feel like this administration, they don't really communicate with each other. Trump will be saying something, and then the other people over other departments will be saying something else. So it could have been some scrubbing going on, and he didn't know, which is why he was so fearful of it coming out. And then they could have came to him and said, hey, we got a plan. This is what we're going to do, and make it seem like it's the Democrats' fault. And now he feels more comfortable pushing this type of narrative because, again, the whole goal is to make the Democrats look bad because of this last voting situation. One, to alleviate him from any issues that or anything that's going to make him look bad. That's always his goal. But after the Democrats did so great in the polls this earlier this month, they don't want them to go on and do good next year because of the midterms, which is why he's trying to get certain people arrested and stuff. The other thing that I heard was that he requested an investigation into certain Democrats that are involved with the Epstein files or whatnot, who's named in the files. So from my understanding, when the DOJ has an open investigation, they can't release anything to the public because they're actively investigating it.
Right.
So that could be another reason why he signed off on it, and he's feeling so comfortable and confident because it may not get released anyway because it's a part of an investigation into the people that's in the document. So I don't know. But I don't believe anything that he's saying, to be honest. But keep in mind, if it is a Democrat on there, we don't care. Like, y'all violated people, expose them all. Right?
Yes.
It is what it is. And then the redlining, I have to get into that real quick. Y'all trying to gerrymander in these states. What's going to be so funny if y'all were able to, because I don't know if Texas is trying to roll some stuff back with whatever he did, but y'all trying to do all this gerrymandering in different Republican states. And what will be hilarious is if those same Republicans went out there and still voted Democrat.
Ooh.
That's what's gonna have me on the floor because they pretty much just did that
Mhm.
earlier this month. So like, yeah. And then also, I'm not as excited about the Epstein files because I feel like this, even if Trump's name was all throughout it, like, that's still not going to be enough to get him out because y'all ain't
Nope.
nobody moving, ain't nobody trying to do nothing. I think
It
the
was enough to
Democrats
get him
want to
in.
get out to expose him, but ain't nobody doing that to get him out. Like, y'all just, so he feels more powerful.
Because he should have been in jail. Like, he should have been in jail. And y'all were trying to find ways to not have to put him in jail after he got out that first term, which was crazy to me. I remember thinking to myself, now, if it was Obama that had done any of that shit, y'all would have had that man under the jail for all of that shit. If for having a box of files at Mar-a-Lago that he took from the White House that he wasn't supposed to take telling people that maybe they should try to infuse bleach in their blood or drink bleach or some shit to deal with
for
COVID.
COVID.
After he finished lying about it for months,
Now
saying that it was
Tylenol not safe.
not Tylenol's not safe. Yeah,
But you know why? He
yeah.
gonna come out with some type of Trump pharmaceutical the
Mhm.
same way he's come up with this 50-year
Mortgage.
home loan
He
Yeah.
already has
mortgage.
it, Niecy. It's called Trump RX. So
Okay.
Trump
Oh,
RX,
for the pharmaceuticals.
say that again.
For the pharmaceuticals. That's what you
Yes, kind of. It's more so part of it. The main part that he's pushing is this weight loss. So with him pushing this weight loss for people to buy into this weight loss and make it more affordable to everybody, I feel like because his name is on it, he's going to get money from it. Another
I
thing he
heard of that. You're
highlighted
right.
was the fact that, Obama made so much money off Obamacare, which is not true. And I said, okay, I see the play here. You're trying to justify you utilizing Trump RX or another name that you can attach to calling Trump Care in some capacity so you could continue to get paid. But right now, I believe the focus for Trump RX is I think it's more so weight loss, but with RX, I'm like, yeah, that's going to expand to even more with pharmaceuticals for sure. If it's not already there.
I think that it was low-key a good thing that he did that, because that means that if he's gonna be like trying to fuck with certain corporations, that means not all the corporations are gonna stay on his side. You know, even though I guess tax-wise it's advantageous for them. But if you ruin our business, then how much we pay in taxes will be irrelevant. So I think that you fucking with Tylenol and fucking with any other people that might have a little bit of power might absolutely be, trying to do something behind the scenes by getting together. Like, we got to do something about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, my God.
What'd you say, Bundy?
I said, hopefully, my God, I pray that somebody somewhere is doing something about this shit.
All right. So keeping it on the same feel about the law, let's get into these two twins. Did y'all hear about this week? They are considered to be Europe's most famous couple, and they chose to die by assisted suicide at 89 years old. And
they're twins.
Some people,
right?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, okay. Make sure, like, my God.
What was you gonna say?
No, when you said a couple, and I was just like, oh God.
Did I say a couple? I must say that. Honestly, I thought they were a couple when I first looked at it. And I don't know, I thought they were a couple.
The old picture I did.
No, this picture, I thought they were a couple. And it wasn't until I saw more articles and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, they do kind of just look slightly different, like when you first glance at them.
Yeah.
Slightly. Like Tia and Tamara are different.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, may rest in peace. But I remember the first time I ever heard of this, I was in high school. I don't know why I even heard of it before, but we had to write papers, and I wrote a paper on my opinions with the assisted death. Ozzy Osbourne did this supposedly like 2 months ago when he passed away. I think he was, yeah. That's what everybody said, because he was, the family, it was like ominous topics regarding his death that sounded like he did this, but they didn't say. He flew away. They said he was sick, and it was not a surprise to the family. So, also, when he did his last performance, he said something about being with his mom on the stage, and he gave his farewell. So anyway, these twins have done the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. A thought randomly came to my mind. So I said, I don't remember why I wrote that paper in high school. I've been on documentaries. It was some documentary called Dr. Death, and it was about this man in the U.S. who was doing this he was a doctor. He was doing this assisted death for people in the U.S. You saw it before, Bundy?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. That was so wild to me. He did get locked up for it. But anyway, people were going overseas to do it. What do y'all think about the twins doing this? A lot of people have mixed opinions. Some people feel like, oh, are they mentally ill? Why would they do that? Other people are just like, good for them. They're walking away with their dignity. What do y'all think?
I mean, they was 89, almost 90, you know. And with them being twins, some part of me feel like at that age, if one would have died, the other one probably would have died like a week later or later, like 2 days later or something. So, and maybe they both were sick and they probably couldn't take it anymore and decided to make that decision. And I think you got to have, I don't care what age, and that's just my, listen, what I'm in my head, even at 90, I would think that's a lot. But after you've seen so much of life, what else is left, right? You don't have that much more. You may make it to 100, but it's like you got to have a lot of mental strength, I think, to take that route. And you have to feel like extremely comfortable to do that. So, I mean, if that's something that I can't even be mad at you.
Yeah, I honestly feel like I think it's wrong to tell people that they can't do it. Um, to me, because often people just are in pain and don't want to be in pain anymore. And hospitals and the government is incentivized to keep you alive in one way or another. And so for me, I just kind of feel like I don't know why, but even since I was young, I've seen stories like that. And to me, it always seemed cruel to not let somebody go when they was ready to go. Um, so yeah, I feel like that's their decision to, have that assisted situation. I don't begrudge them. And I feel like when people are ready to go, then they're ready to go.
That also makes me think about people that make the decision in a more harsher way, whether it's by using a gun or jumping off a building or whatever the case is. I don't know. Maybe this should be something to offer them. Maybe it'll give their family time to be prepared for the ultimate decision that they've made. Because I would think this comes with some notice. You come with your final days, you get to see your family, whatever it is,
Yeah.
do your final wishes or whatever, and prepare your family for what's to come versus them waking up and then finding out, oh, you just hung yourself or this person just,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes, I mean, when people make this decision, I ain't thinking about nobody else either. They really thinking about what's comfortable for them. But also, even if you don't go through the process of trying to get your family to understand or whatever, usher them to a place where you're not going to be here, that's still something that they probably could do. Go that route versus just doing something harsher, I would think.
My only thing with this, and as we talk about it more, I start to think about what I wrote way back then. So I think that I think that they made the decision that was best for them. Because a lot of people, when you think about it, you get to the age where you're real old, your family got to change your diapers, and you kind of feeling like you just there, you know? So it's like, we don't know if they were sick. Nothing came out saying if they were. And lucky, I'm kind of glad because it was a private decision. However, the thing that concerns me about this becoming, I don't want this to be accessible in America. I think if you have the money to go do shit like this, go do it in Europe. The reason why I say I don't want it to be accessible in America is because when we think about Black people and minority people already having limited access to healthcare, if we are the ones getting sick, do you know how much they're gonna offer this out? They're gonna
Mhm.
offer this out probably with government assistance. So that it's like, I don't know, it's something that I think right now I'm cool with it being accessible to people who can afford to make this decision. Because on the flip side, I just don't want people to be manipulated or encouraged to go ahead and take themselves out. Because then, if that's the case,
That's a good point.
like, will the doctors work as hard on you? Will they give you clinical trials to see if you live longer, or will they just say, "Go ahead and do this. Your family ain't got the money."
I feel like
I can see that. They about don't even work hard. They're hard on people that are organ donors.
Um, to me, I feel like it's saying that you don't want it to be accessible to people here. It just kind of makes me feel like, okay, so what about people? See, that's the thing. Everybody feels like, oh, you should have that money to do some things. But what if I'm a poor person and I'm sick? I feel like it should probably more so be about like your health. Like if you are actually sick and in pain and there's nothing we can do about it, I feel like if you get some type of diagnosis that says I'm going to die or I'm going to be in constant pain, then you should be able to get assisted in that. Because to
What
me,
if it's not legit though?
isn't there a
What
way
if
to
this?
fix that though? Like, isn't there a way for us to, like, surveil this situation and make sure it's legit so that it's not being just randomly done to people? Because you don't need to do this in order to, put somebody out or make somebody go to sleep. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I just
Mhm.
kind of feel like
Mhm.
this specific thing is not really often done. And when it is done, I think it's because people feel like they are out of options and they just can't go on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real
I get what you're
interesting
saying.
topic.
And there should have to be like a lot of parameters, like a lot of fail safes put in place. So, you should
Mhm.
be able to change your mind at the last minute. Like all of the, you know what I'm saying? All of you should, 5 minutes before, are you sure? You know what I mean? That type of thing. Like, but you should definitely, just like in anything else, give people the option, because sometimes, like, not having money means that you just pouring in a lot of pain. So you might not even be able to afford the drugs to keep you comfortable.
Okay. People are saying it's already accessible in the U.S.
Yeah, they say it's
Washington, Oregon, California. Okay.
yeah, the most
Hmm.
progressive ones.
Well,
Damn,
yeah.
it's expensive to live and die, huh? I bet you they busting people over the head for that. Mm-mm. That's crazy.
It's expensive to live in.
I'm
No,
not
for real.
gonna
That's
lie,
the
y'all.
truth.
If I had dementia, like, or Alzheimer's, I probably would consider this. I would not want to lose my mind.
That's not a bad idea though, because then your body gonna end up crashing, not crashing, but it's gonna
Yeah.
start working. Everything,
And then,
memory, motor
and then
function,
you a
all that.
burden to people. Like, you a burden to people when you can't. I wouldn't want to be a burden to people and not in my right mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, that don't feel good to me. Especially, and I think for like a lot of single people that don't have family and shit, it's probably a way for them not to be taken advantage of. And you know what I'm saying? In certain hospitals and hospice care and all of that type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on to our next legal topic. We talked about this for a little bit last week. Oh, I didn't want to share screen. I just want y'all to hear the audio.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Is their show back on? Like that's like it's currently on now.
I'm gonna share screen again.
Who was that?
Kim
Just was
Kardashian.
thinking about it when you're more curious. I'm not like shaming or
Hulu show,
judging
right?
or anything, but I'm like, I wonder why she feels the need to go to law school and like do this. Is there a time to do it later once your kids are like more grown and you could like, I've already done it. I have 4 more months and then I'm done. Why would I stop now? I don't mean to stop. I just was thinking about it when you're, I mean, I just look at things differently. I love that my kids see me go to school. When I drop them off at school, they see me go to school. I enjoy that. I'm also in a different world. So I would say I've really been managing my time so that I'm away from my kids as little as possible. But I think for Kim, with law school specifically, if that's like a life goal and she wants to do it, I'm not here to stop her. I'm just more curious.
Okay. So let me explain. Just last week, we were talking about Kim Kardashian not wanting to go to law school and just taking a bar and failing the bar. So now in this clip, Courtney, the sister that don't like to work, she said that she only liked to work once a month. And hi, G, I don't blame you at all. If you got the money, I wouldn't want to work either. It's fine.
Okay.
So anyway, she's asking Kim, why do you want to go to law school right now? Like, your kids are young. You should be devoting all your time to your kids. And not Kim, Courtney just said she's at a different place in her life. So my question for y'all is, what do y'all think about what Courtney's saying? Like, should Kim just focus all her time on her kids right now, or should she go to law school, be a mom, run multiple businesses? Like, is there either a right or wrong answer?
I don't think it's a right or wrong answer really, because I feel like go ahead and go. If you could do it now, go ahead and go. You make a lot of money. You can afford to do it. She said she only got, sound like she said she only got 4 more months in law school. So I'm like, if that's the case, this question is coming very late to be asking her that. But also just let her go ahead and finish school and do her thing, because even if it's a regular mom that's not even going to school, they still gonna take time away from their kids too, just off of trying to work, probably more than one job, and it's still gonna take time away from the kids. But I mean, I say go get your degree if that's what you actually want to do, to get a degree from law school.
Go get that degree, girl.
And,
Focus on
okay,
me.
and let it be what it is.
Fuck that nigga.
I think
And she can hire people to assist with running the
she
business and stuff. Like,
she has I'm
Right.
about to say, like, that girl is not in a position where she can't do this, first of all. Because mothers who don't have as much help or money do it. So
right.
she can fucking do it. I think that Courtney doesn't do anything like you said. And even though that might be what she wants to do, I do think there is some envy about the way Kim is always finding a way to do something else.
Do it all.
Do it all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
Courtney's a hater. That's why I really wanted to
No, that's what I was thinking the entire time. She's a hater. Like, she's literally hating on her. But if anybody can do it, it should be one of the richest women in America. Like, give me a fucking break. But I also feel like Kim isn't doing it the way I think she should have did it. Like, I think that bitch needed a Billy Madison type of situation. Like, you needed to go back to school from like the beginning. Like, you needed to go and actually be in somebody's class
before law school.
You talking about high school
or
and
like
all
high
that?
school?
I mean, maybe like just like one like semester so we could make sure she understand high school shit. Then she could go and do like the college thing, and maybe we could kind of like, make it a smaller amount of time or something. But I do feel like people really undervalue college. I do. I think people undervalue college. And for certain jobs, I really do think the 4 full year thing is necessary.
Yeah.
I don't regret it. I use every bit of that fucking degree. Okay? I use every bit of that fucking degree down to doing YouTube and
Facts.
analyzing media. Like, I went to school for that shit. That's a y'all, y'all
Right.
think we be up here just talking shit because it's YouTube, but essentially I am using my degree when I'm analyzing film,
The whole analyst.
like,
Psychology.
yes, like
Communications.
bachelor's
Facts.
degree. The fuck? You know what I mean? I went to school. So yeah, I'm using this. And I feel like, when it comes to education, we have really started to convince everybody that everybody don't need school. Everybody don't need school. And it's like, I mean, honestly, y'all high school education is not good enough. And I personally feel like everybody should kind of go to college simply because there are things that you just don't know until somebody presents it to you in a college class. Like, you just don't understand a lot of shit about life, about like law. It's just so much that be going on that they do not teach you in high school that you learn in college, even if it's not for your exact major, you know? But either way, of course, if you're doing something that's different, like, my mama did hair. She didn't need to go to college for that, but she also knew how to deal with people and how to balance her checkbook and manage her business. So she didn't have to go to college. So I get it. But I feel like these days we make it seem like you don't need to do it for shit that you need to do it for. Like being a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we circled that topic back around like that, because last week, part of me was like, nah, if I was Kim Kardashian, I wouldn't go to college. I just use my privilege and get that degree. But that's the point. You can't go ahead and just get it unless you actually do the work to learn, or you put yourself in a situation to be presented to and get the information you wouldn't have figured out on your own.
So what
Yeah, that
school
makes
is
sense.
she at then? Why is Courtney talking about law school if the girl ain't in no law school?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I think she's calling it school, but it's basically her having a tutor.
That would make sense. Wait, but she's maybe she's talking about her apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what you mean, because she's dropped her kids off at school and then she goes to school. Got it.
Which is kind of not the same thing. And I also feel like sometimes when people are used to getting special attention, it means that they rest on other people helping them. But if you got to just be one of the students in a class, then you got to figure it out kind of low key on your own, with the help of with help. But something makes me feel like she may be getting like babied through this process in the first place, which might be why she not passing the test.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, at least she'll be a lawyer and all's fair. That'll be forever.
With her ass out.
Mm.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's killing me. This would be a great segue to talk about the housewives who gonna need lawyers, but I think I want to save that for the end. And for now, I think that I would like for us to get into some TV talk. Boom. Okay. Let's get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Bondi, I don't know if you watched the episode because I know you don't see it for the girls.
I don't. I was watching it though. I saw Ashley being a little lesbian.
Always. You see her with her 50 different wigs this episode though?
She had on 50 different wigs.
Yeah, y'all didn't notice in the confessional it was at least 3 or 4. Like
I did. I just
she
noticed
had
the line one.
she had the long wine one in scene. She had the black one when she was being the stud. Then she had the Chinese bangs, and then she had a short red look. She had 4 different wig looks in this one episode, and I'm like,
that's what happened when somebody get a black stylist and they ain't never had one before.
that's what happened when you leave your white husband who only wanted you to look like the exotic, stringy, curly, damaged ass mixed girl. I was like, she's free. Shout out to my girl. I know y'all don't like that. I do like her. I'm not gonna.
Look, you know, that wine outfit. I really like that. I didn't like the bang style, but that outfit was so pretty. That wine.
Yeah, she looked good. The bang was interesting though because you couldn't see her forehead. She looked all different person.
It was like it just like drooped down. Like I'm like, can she get some bang, like some curl to the thing?
It was heavy. It was giving Black China back in the day.
But yeah.
Okay, so 3 things happened during the episode. Yeah, maybe 4, but really just 3. First is Stacey ends up doing a photo shoot for her cannabis line. The thing that killed me was she said she did an ancestry test and her family has significant roots tied to Nigeria. And I felt like this lady was playing in our fucking face because what black person in the United States don't have strong ties to Nigeria? And then you decide to go you don't have strong ties to Nigeria?
What?
I don't know what I got.
Cameroonian.
You don't have any Nigerian ties? Damn, that's different. What about you, Jamie?
I don't know. I haven't given any DNA.
I feel like you have to if your family is from Alabama.
Okay.
Because I took the ancestry DNA test, and what they'll do is they'll show you like basically a map, and they'll like draw a path through history of where your DNA probably started. It's just a slave trail to wherever you say your parents is from. And all the black people that came over here, they originated on that east coast of Virginia's. So pretty much everybody that came from over there came straight from Nigeria. So if you are a black person, mostly with southern roots, even the ones up north, but I would say definitely with southern roots because that's where they migrated to. You probably have.
They came in through the Carolina ports.
Yeah.
My people probably came in through the New Orleans ports because our family does go all the way back here till then.
Right. So, yeah. Which is what I was thinking. So you probably at least have 30% Nigerian in you. And because I was looking at people's results before I got mine, every single black person had around 30% or more Nigerian heritage. They had other African areas too.
Where did you go for your information?
Ancestry DNA. I had a kit mailed to me. They got a sale going on right now. It's only $30. But it was just interesting because every black person be like, "Oh, I got Cherokee in my family," blah blah blah. And y'all know my family from Oklahoma, so everybody think like, of course we do. Girl, I took that ancestry DNA test. What they say? 1% of native ancestry. That don't even make sense.
Be lying. I think they be lying about that. I specifically now feel like we are more native than they want to admit, because then it would make us more like we would be more entitled to this land.
Yes. That's what, yep, we are. What else I have? I have pretty much every African place you could think of on the west side of the continent. I was a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to have less than 10% European and Caucasian descent in me. I had 9.
Girl,
I'm,
I said, good luck.
Whenever they was like, they took the test on the show. I think Robin was 53% Caucasian or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was.
Baby, Robin was not having that, honey. Y'all was not gonna play with Robin. Robin was like, I'm black.
I am a black queen.
And Giselle.
No,
Okay.
you're not, Karen. No, you're not.
So, anyway, I sidetracked. Stacy wanted to name her cannabis business a Nigerian name. And this is funny because everybody's saying that she copying the line from Eddie, who are straight up Nigerian. So I'm like, Stacy, why are you playing in our face?
Yeah, I thought it was like kind of weird because like when you're not a part of that culture. You find out you got a little bit of that in you, but you're not a part of that to really know how they really use that word that you're referencing. And you just take that and name, like, it was a little off. It was a little off, Stacy. I said, I don't know if you're gonna beat these allegations of Giselle, saying you a liar and all of that stuff, Stacy. I like you though, but that didn't really make no sense. Yeah, Stacy. Stacy playing in our face a little bit. Just a little. Just
He
a
seems
little.
like somebody you can't necessarily trust.
Oh,
I also
absolutely.
want to say this right quick about the native people.
Mhm.
I want to say, like, even though I do feel that they suppress how much we actually are native, I still feel like we are heavily mixed with people of African descent. So those are still our ancestors regardless. Because people hid. Like that's what happened when they decided to start enslaving all of the black people and unaliving all of the native people were hiding amongst each other. We would go and hide with them if we ran away from slavery, and they would hide with us when they were trying to kill all the native people. If you could blend in. Okay?
I'm glad you said that, Bonnie, because I feel like when they show us slave films and stuff, they never show us like the Indians. I feel like Underground, that show Underground that Jussie Smollett played in, they may have did it a little bit. That was a good show. And also, as we progress, beyond slavery, they don't show like the involvement that the Asians had either, which was interesting to see when that the Michael B. Jordan film dropped earlier this year. I forgot the name of it, and they had the Asians playing it. The vampire film, Sinners. Was it Sinners?
Sinners.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't never really give us all of that, but that's a good point.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, they were
They
in
don't show
Sinners.
us their like how instrumental they were. A lot of times it'll be other black folks helping each other, or the white ones. Like, see, there's some good white ones out here. They help hide you guys too.
We
But
would go and
we didn't
fight
see
them
the
people.
natives.
Yeah, we would go and fight them people and take their land, and then set up for them to bring people over here. That's how Asians got over here after us, because we would go over there and bomb them and shit. And so they send some people back over here in order to help with our economy.
Yeah.
And that's basically what they did. But a lot of Asian people don't even know the only reason they was able to do any of the shit that they did was because of black people fighting for their rights. And a lot of the things that we got in the Civil Rights Act, Asian people were able to come and profit from in this country. So there's that. But yeah, girl, I think we be more native than they want to admit.
Yeah, I had to go look it up because it's some things that don't even make sense. It's things that don't make sense for me where I'm like, But the good thing about it is if they find more evidence or they link more things to specific places, since they already have your DNA, they'll update it over time. So every now and then I'll get an update in the app and it'll be like, oh, it changed. And it'll change to something different.
Right, because the more
Not
have, the more they understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, it's like I ain't really worried about them having my DNA because everything they need from me, they already have access to. So just tell me what I want to know.
They just match it with the okay.
Okay, so next thing I wanted to talk about for Potomac was Angel and her sister talking shit at the table about the lady. She said that Wendy had the eyes of Forrest Whitaker. And I was hollering just because it ain't nothing like getting with your sibling and talking shit. Like, because I can't be canceled here. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say when I'm talking to my, like, listen, y'all don't want to hear the phone calls. But the kicker is, like I told y'all, Angel don't want to say it with her chest. So she get in front of the ladies, and the ladies are asking her, are you upset? And she's like, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Nose just flaring. Like I think it's so annoying to me because as an adult, she makes sure that she's visibly expressing that she's angry. She's walking around like, I'm mad. I'm pissed off. Like, I can't deal with her. I really can't. So anyway,
I think the nigga over. Anytime a woman is acting like that with other women, it's because she really mad at her nigga, but she can't be mad at her nigga. So she gonna be like, y'all gonna have to deal with that.
You think so?
I was thinking she was just non-confrontational.
That's what I was. She's scary. She's scary as fuck.
It's not just that. She low-key antagonistic is what it seemed like. Like she do passive aggressive shit. So to me, it gives that there's something underlying, and it ain't got nothing to do with these people because you just met these fucking people. What make more sense is women be going through it in their relationships, but they have to save face, and that's embarrassing. So they can't really talk about it or act it out. Instead, they kind of, be humbuggish with other women.
I could see that because it's something about her that gave me a little bit of Monique. When Monique first got on the show, I felt like for me, Monique wasn't completely authentic. And it wasn't until she went, and that was more so about like her marriage and stuff. But when she went over to Love and Marriage DC, that's when you saw it. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I thought the whole damn time. Right. And Angel got a little bit of that too, because I also felt like Monique had this thing about wanting to impress folks when she was on the show. I feel like Angel kind of does that too. So I definitely could see later on down the line where we would end up finding out that he was the problem the whole time, talking about he was finna send a private jet for me. He don't play about me.
Oh yeah. Whenever somebody
He told me to ball out. He sent me $5,000 in the gift shop.
Oh, she said all of that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
To buy a $12 t-shirt. You had to tell everybody Bobby sent you $5,000 to go spend $12 on a t-shirt.
And do we ever really hear him on the phone or anything talking to her?
Just once.
Yeah, he was in this last episode.
Okay, so when
she was in this last episode,
that, I think when he was talking to her after she walked out after being upset with the ladies at the Bachelorette.
Yeah, I remember that. It was so chopped up. I felt like I didn't really hear anything. I was waiting to hear something between them. But that episode, she was mad about something that had happened, like with him. And so that's like, what old shit with some woman or something? That shit is what made me feel like, yeah, you mad about something that's old. And the only reason you would really be mad about that shit is if you still be thinking about it because you still scared that nigga gonna do something. And if you still scared that nigga gonna do something, is because he's probably not really trustworthy. And plus, I just don't trust athletes to ever really be faithful. So there's that. Like,
I was having a conversation. You seen Bobby before, right? Bobby.
I think so. Dark skinned guy.
Yeah, I gotta pull him up. One of my friends says that he believes that Bobby is one of the finest house husbands. So we were ranking them, and this was his ranking. I think he said
that's not a good sign either. A fine man and a football player.
Mauricio is number one. I think Mauricio is the finest house husband. Then after Mauricio, I would go Bobby. I would go Bobby with a haircut. This last episode, wasn't it?
Pull him up.
After that, I would go Ralph. And that's it. That's it. I ain't even gonna add nobody else.
I'm
Ralph?
thinking around.
Yeah, you don't think Ralph is
Like
him?
that somebody else to go in there before him. Somebody. I could think real hard. Somebody else should go in there.
I was trying to think. I can't think of
You
anybody
was gonna
who
put
would go.
Juan right there?
Yeah.
Who?
Juan. Robin's Juan.
Fuck no, not one.
That's what I'm saying. My mind, the only person I could think of was one. So I'm like, who else am I gonna say? Peter?
Fuck
Yeah.
no. Well, I mean, for old niggas, Peter's a nice.
Apollo? You was gonna say Apollo?
Oh, Apollo.
Oh, how I forget Apollo.
Apollo.
I still wouldn't put Apollo above
Ralph.
No, I wouldn't.
The shape of his head is what bothers me. So I would absolutely see what's up with that little lesbian looking ass Apollo. Okay, before I fuck with
I think that
Ralph.
would be the top 5 though. Mauricio, Bobby, Apollo,
I ain't never heard
Ron,
nobody say
and
Todd.
Ralph. That would be the top 5.
Todd is a nice looking man,
Ain't
but
nothing wrong with Todd. I just never heard
Very
nobody.
handsome.
Yeah.
but he would have to mac on me in order for me to know. Like I just wouldn't be able to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Unless there was a Mac around. And plus again, man who Beijing.
Oh, somebody said King.
Who was that?
Quad's boyfriend.
Nah.
No,
I don't see
I'm
it.
still gonna put Apollo.
Who is Ross? Who's Ross? Do y'all know who Ross is?
Sonia Richardson, Ross's husband.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Nah, he's definitely going in that spot.
Yeah,
Ross is
that's
definitely going in that spot. Thank you very much.
that's okay. But would y'all agree with the other two?
I don't know what them other two niggas look like.
Mauricio and Bobby.
And Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are very handsome.
Refresh me on Bobby, please, because I don't know what like.
Let me try to find Mauricio.
Is it Bobby Massey or Massie?
Somebody said not Dr. G. Oh, sorry. No, not Dr. G. That's funny.
Man, okay, I can't even show no picture of Mauricio.
Bobby
Why?
Because the picture I found, he don't look good. It's embarrassing. You know how your friend be like,
I think the Bobby today. I don't know about the Bobby then. Go to her page.
And I'm fucking dying.
Okay, hold on. I got another picture. I got a picture I can show y'all of Mauricio. This is a good one.
We've already determined that Von Dixon is not returning.
That's Kyle Richards.
America's Next Top House husband.
You say what?
What you say, Bondi?
I was saying that we've already decided that Juan will not be returning to be America's Next Top House husband. He's not in the running.
Okay, this is Mauricio.
That's terrible picture. Mauricio. No.
Okay. I would. Okay. Once again, I would need to get macked on in order for me to know how to feel about him. I would.
Once you hear him talk,
season on Potomac.
Okay.
With who?
Just he gonna pop up and Giselle gonna be like, "Hey, Mauricio." I guess I don't know if he got like a business or something that they're gonna go to, but he's supposed to make like a quick appearance.
Not Lisa Rinna husband. I saw him that one season for Veronica Mars. No, absolutely not. Creep.
Sorry, y'all. What's Angel's page? Because I want to go to
I thought it was Angel Massey.
Angel.
I don't know. Oh, Angel Era.
Here she go. Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing, y'all.
I realized at the same time that we both was playing. So goddamn.
That's him.
No way! I realized at the same time. You see, we pulled up the same picture and say I'm playing.
That's not who I thought that was. No.
I'm playing. No, okay, this is a better picture though.
We need to rewrite this whole list. This whole list needs to be rewritten.
Y'all, he's new. It's not because he's not it's because he's new, so he does not count yet. So we have to go back to the old ones, which was Mauricio, Apollo, Juan, Ralph, and Ross. Those are the top
Yeah.
5 because he's new to the family.
This is a much better picture though. This one right here. Like not us looking at his family picture talking about he the finest house husband. Where here go another one. Yeah, I'm playing in y'all's fucking face. He not bad.
Ain't the way Angel gonna get you, girl.
No, she should be happy about this. You should be happy.
No, she should.
And I'm gonna tell you right now,
He is not a bad
I could
looking
be
guy
wrong.
at
I
all.
know he's not. He's not. He's not a bad
No,
looking man. Not at
he's
all.
a good looking man,
He
truly.
is. He's a good looking man, but it ain't all
Not
that.
his house husband.
It ain't that. It
Yeah.
ain't that. Nah. But he cute. He all right. Like if I saw him in real life, cool.
Right.
That last picture was not forgiving because I don't know what was going on with his hair, but it was
This
way
one?
no, not that one. The other one. That one. Hair and eyebrows is all I really see right here. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna just say this. I hope he's nice to her because he looks like he could possibly be a fucking terror.
Really? You think
Yeah,
so?
family.
Why you think he look like he could be a terror?
Because sometimes I feel like men that look a certain way and have certain jobs just tend to be assholes. Like it's just
Right, he ain't nothing but a family man. Whole page. Family.
Yeah.
Family. Wife.
and family men can be like extremely
Oh
controlling.
wow.
Yeah, he look good right there. They can be extremely
Yeah.
controlling and domineering, and they can talk to their wives like shit. That's why I'm saying I hope he's nice to her because niggas like that when they get upset or they feel like you not doing what they want you to do, they'll talk to you crazy.
They look nice.
But they do look great.
They look good together.
He is
do.
nice
You know
to her.
what?
That's good.
I get it. I understand why you're obsessed with Bobby, but I need you to get your own identity, my girl. I
so
think some.
y'all feel like she one of them, like she don't really have no identity without her relationship.
Kind of
Yeah.
seems like that.
I think her insecurities are eating her up on this show, and I think just like Jamie said, when Monique came on the show, Monique was insecure about her place in the group, and it was like we have 4 homes, my husband is, we got all this money. Wendy insecure about, I feel like it's probably a bit of imposter syndrome. I got 4 degrees, 4 degrees, 4 degrees, 4 degrees.
Yeah, I get it.
Angel get on the show.
My man,
used to be in charge of the girls.
Yeah,
You can't be in charge of the girls, so you're gonna victimize, and then my man.
1000%.
Your point.
Mhm.
So that's what's going on. I don't feel bad for her at all.
Somebody said all I see is CTE, and I low key concur. I hate it, but niggas be having football head, and you just be like, I hope he's good. Because sometimes niggas can be great, but then other times niggas really can be like, terrible if their head shaped too square. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
But I pray for the girls. I pray for the girls that they have nice, rich husbands.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Long as she happy.
Yes.
I mean, he got to be real nice if they say she stole 30,000 from him.
Yeah.
And he still married her. Did you see that, Bobby?
I heard about it. I didn't know I thought she didn't actually do it.
I ain't believe
she didn't.
Yeah.
You don't think she did?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it sounded like a woman that might have been like accusing her of something because that woman wanted the man. That's what I sounded like to me.
That's true. That's true. It was just weird how she got so mad. It was like she didn't want to talk about it at all. Like, we not going there at all. She didn't want to go into the details of it.
Yeah.
I'm just being messy.
These women are self-made. They don't care about her man. It's not about being self-made. And I don't think they are worried about her man, but these women absolutely use husbands as some barometer of a woman's worth. They absolutely do.
Everybody does. Everybody does. And that's why Giselle was coming for people's marriages her whole career.
Yep.
Okay, so
means you could judge other women. Child,
you said somehow what?
Somehow her not being a wife, and she felt like she could come and judge other people, and they wifed them. That shit was so weird to me. Like, girl, you know you ain't married no more, right? You know your marriage failed, right? Who you talking to? Okay.
You said your marriage failed. Okay, let's go to last thing I wanted to talk about was Monique returned, y'all.
It was so
And
awkward. Hey, y'all.
yeah, it was.
Like, what we doing? I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, this is and then Giselle.
It gave a filler episode. Like, it didn't give the shebang that I thought it was gonna
I didn't think
give
it
or
would give.
something.
I didn't think
It
it
was
would
like,
give.
why I feel like a filler? Like, y'all just throwing stuff together. Jazzy wedding, we gonna see a little piece. Let's just put that in there. It was really weird.
Yeah, the wedding was so random and off place. It was out of place to me. And I do think that Stacy went to the wedding. Okay, it's two things. Ashley said that Stacy went to the wedding because no, I'm saying it the wrong way. Stacy wasn't gonna go to the wedding because she didn't know if Jazz was gonna be on the show. Basically, she didn't want to fool with her unless she was gonna be a castmate. But then when it was time to go to the wedding, Stacy said at first she had a business thing. Then she said something like, she didn't say because she's on the show, but something like because we're filming is what she said. Now she has time to go. So she basically said the same thing as Ashley, but I'm wondering if it wasn't about her only wanting to be cool with Jazzy if she was on the show, and if it had more so to do with she got to be on something contractual. She got to be on the show for a certain amount of episodes, or like I don't know if I'm gonna go to your wedding. I'm not sure. Do y'all think Stacey was just being fake like that? I'm trying to come up with an
I feel like
excuse.
it's possible. That's why I said she wasn't beating the allegations because
Right.
you was doing all this big old launch and you knew you wasn't launching nothing. But I also wonder, I feel like it could be some of what Giselle said. You only want to align yourself with her when she's on the show.
Mhm.
But also, I feel like she may have felt like, yeah, we're cool, Jazzy, and that's great, but I don't know you well enough and I don't feel comfortable enough being in your wedding like that,
Yeah, that's
too. I
crazy
don't
to
even
me.
know why Jazzy would ask her to be in the wedding. Y'all have been developing a friendship for a year. So it just seems to me that Jazzy was trying to fill her wedding up just to say she had a large bridal party or
Uh-huh.
whatever. Like,
Uh-huh.
you got 12 people, like,
Just like
you're
I
doing
think
too
she's
much.
getting married just so that she can like check it off the box. Like I've accomplished the thing. Because just the things I've heard her say too about her relationship. I'm like, girl, why are you getting married? Like, why do y'all do this shit
Jazzy.
to y'allself? Yes.
Because he
Like
got money. He got money and you keep your dark skin with your heads. Why not?
fuck him and have a good time. Like, what is hard
No, I'm just
about
I'm
this?
saying, it's like she probably like, well, what's the
Going to get a
point?
W and
Trying to
what?
hide. I mean, not a Honda. What do you say? A Phantom or a Nissan?
I mean, you can't not marry him and have him buy you a phantom. What kind of what kind of situation you running?
No, that's true. That's
I'm just
real true.
I mean, because ultimately I feel like y'all gonna get married, you're gonna stay together 7 years tops, and then you're gonna get a divorce. And maybe y'all will have a kid in the process of all of that. He gonna keep cheating, you gonna keep crying about it until you get tired about it. Like,
Speaking of kid, I kind of think Kiana may be wasting her time. Now, somebody said, I saw in the comments that she said last year that she didn't want kids. And I don't remember her saying that, but y'all let me know.
I don't
But
remember her
when
saying that.
Greg was sitting with the therapist and talking about they in the process of buying that condo, I feel like when he said, when I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids during the week, and when I'm done with them, I come over here. It was like she wasn't really included in that family life. It was like when I go over here and do my thing, then I could come over here with her and decompress. And I was just like, okay, well, I mean, he's showing up on camera. He seems to be a little more happier than he was last season. I hope he is into you, but I don't think you're gonna ultimately get what it is that you want from this relationship in the
I
end.
couldn't agree more. You know what I think the solution was for that was isn't he like a psychologist or something? It's something wrong with him mentally. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because he couldn't support her on the show. And really, she's more successful than him. So her being on this show meant that she could leave. So what I feel like he did was he made it more difficult for her to succeed because he don't want her to outshine him or feel like she's better than him. So he didn't really want to give her content to film. So they went ahead and broke up. She wanted to come across as somebody who was strong. You know, you're not going to deal with it, only to have him back the next season. But can you tell that she's still, you know, tiptoeing around him? I think what the agreement they came to was that she just was not going to test his boundaries. And I think they just more so on the same page about what they're going to talk about on the show. They're just keeping it cute. But I have to agree, I think she is completely wasting her time.
It sounds like it. If he not integrating you with his kids, it's because he sees time with you as time away from responsibility. So as soon as you become a responsibility, he's going to be looking for time away from you.
Yeah.
Simple. Okay. Well, yeah, that was pretty much it for Monique returning. But keeping the same tone, I wanted to talk about Wendy. There was 2 clips from Wendy at BravoCon that I wanted to share and get y'all's thoughts and opinions on. The first one, was Ashley trying to apologize to Wendy.
The dynamic has been between you and Ashley since her comments that she made at her show about your allegations.
We will save it for the reunion.
Well, I would like to take this opportunity to say, sit on down. I can say what I need to say, fam. Okay. I can admit that I was maybe a little hot in the pants with what I said about Wendy. And when I thought about it later, it wasn't the time or the place. And honestly, I said it lightheartedly, but I realized that this is in no way a lighthearted situation for Wendy. So I do want to say that I'm sorry for how hot I came for Wendy. And I mean it.
She's over here, babe. Right.
I tried to talk to you backstage. You didn't want to talk to me, so I received that.
No.
And I'm simply saying what I need to say, and I mean it. And you can either take it or not.
And I will not.
Thank you,
That's fine. And that's fine. And that's fine. And that's fine. Be cute. I'm glad you're being cute. Okay. Thank you.
I'm wondering how the dynamic.
Yeah, I don't know what Ashley thought she was doing there. But if you were sincerely apologizing, look at her direction, maybe. You looking at the crowd meant it's for the crowd, not for her. So Wendy's response was perfect to that. But also, Wendy is full of shit. Wendy is full of shit. And I know everybody is like, she's so smart for not speaking on her situation. But I also feel like every time she responds, I'm like, yeah, you did that shit.
I'm about to play her other clip too. But I had to tell, when Ashley was talking, do y'all know what that reminded me of?
Saying in the sense that, like, there are some people who think that my husband is racist because he worked for a certain channel. I'm gonna look in that camera right there and let everybody know my husband is not a racist. Boom, and that's what you're saying.
And I'm saying it reminded me of that because Ashley had some, and I'm sorry for the way that I can't.
Yeah, it's too much neck rolling and shit. Get that neck rolling together, white lady. Get that neck rolling together.
Ashley, I'm not used to this. Like, where is this coming from? But yeah, I think that Wendy responded correctly. I don't even know what the hell Ashley responded. Why did Ashley feel the need to make that response publicly and make it a joke out of Wendy being arrested? But my thing is, just stand on it. Why would you even apologize? I wouldn't even apologize at that point. You know how dumb you look apologizing? I mean, I wonder who made her want to do that, because at that point you already did it. What are you apologizing for? Especially if you make a stance as firm as to make a joke about her situation. That's a firm stance.
But you know, that's how Ashley be though. Ashley will do stuff to folks and then come back around seeking an apology. Like she was digging all up into robbing them taxes, like what season 1 later on. Like that's her MO. That's her MO. And I don't think Wendy was wrong to be like, girl, I'm not. You could say if you do this shit all the time, girl, it ain't nothing. So, but they've been kind of beefing anyway because Wendy was feeling like Ashley was stealing her looks. And I already said I think Ashley giving Wendy a run for her money with them confessional looks because Ashley is looking good in them confessionals.
She
So they
is.
already got like a little lightweight beef going on. So, and that was just like the icing on the cake. And she was just like, I'm not rocking with you, girl.
Now speaking on Wendy and her response to these allegations, let me show what she said, this is the best PR response I ever seen or heard in response to something. She paid a bunch for her Housewives boot.
We're going to start with the alleged situation that has come up in headlines recently. First of all, I want to check in with you and just ask, how are you doing? Your wonderful family. How are you guys hanging in there right now?
Hi, Zuri.
Hi, love.
Hi, audience. Well, first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out to my family during this time. I read your messages. I can't respond to everyone, but your love and support means the world to me. It's an unfortunate situation. And right now, I can't say too much, but I will say when the time is right, I will share my story with everyone. And for now, they're just allegations. So we will continue to push forward.
We're going to start with the alleged.
She hit that. Hi, Zuri. Hi, audience. Like, let me say hello first and let y'all know I'm not pressed. But when she said, I will tell my story, I was like, so something happened. It may just not be what they saying. But her response was so good. I was like, well, she didn't do it. Even though I know she did.
When she was like, hi, Zuri, hi, this person, because she kind of paused, I said, for me, it was giving, let me remember what the hell I said I was going to say. Because I memorized the statement for when this question comes up. Let me remember exactly what it is that I'm going to say to the T. And I loved her reaction. I loved her response. I agree. That was like one of the best PR things. And what I really liked was her saying, when the time is right, I'll tell my story. Now, people going to make with that what they want. She didn't say if it's going to be the accurate story, the right story, the wrong story. But what she did not say is that I'll be vindicated, right? She just said, I'll tell my story, whatever that story is. So I was like, I'll take that. I'd rather, and that's what I wish Karen would have did. When my time comes, I'll tell my story. I ain't saying I'm going to be vindicated, but I mean, I'll tell you what the hell happened. Damn.
That's like calling bad luck. That's saying strike me dead, basically, because Karen said I'll be vindicated and was not.
And
she didn't say that, but when she said the shit about their allegations, which to me is you saying that it's not true, it's just them saying some shit. They're accusing me of it, but they can't prove it. That's what it sounded like to me. So even though I do feel like, yes, it's a great PR reply, it definitely made me think she did it.
But see, my thing is with allegations, that's what I feel like a lot of people, when they hear that, a lot of times we do take allegations to be actual factual. Somebody could put out there and say somebody gay, or I slept with this person. It's the allegation. We're going to ride with it like it's fact. She wasn't wrong. That's why I loved it. Right? Like they still have to prove that in the court of law. Right? Yeah. They still got to prove that. And I would ride with that to the end. Like, yeah, they're just allegations. Now, when they become proven in the court of law that you're guilty, you got me. Right? But I mean, they are allegations. She's not wrong with that.
Yeah, but
and she should be paying the extra coin for the PR response, because one thing that you never want to be tried in a court of public opinion before you're actually tried in court, because that actually influences people way more than what people know. You can't really run from Bravo and Housewives. Like, you know how hard it's going to be for them to actually pick a jury if they have one.
You think it's going to go? I wonder if it's going to trial.
So
what happens if you don't think they're going to be able to? What do you mean? So what happens if it don't go to trial?
I don't know.
They're drop it?
They're going to take a plea
No,
deal.
I don't know.
I would suppose they're going to take a plea deal.
Right.
Listen, I was just about to
put it all on Eddie.
It might be allegations, but it's also charges. So there's that. It ain't like somebody just said the shit online. They
Right,
charged
but that's
them
what I'm
and
saying though.
arrested them and
Charges and
shit.
allegations are the
No,
same.
I'm not like arguing that with you. I'm just saying the reason why I heard it the way I did, like, because to me, I feel like if you didn't do it, you would just say, I ain't do that shit. So when you craft all of this other shit to say, to me, you're trying to find a way to not say that I did the shit. Because to me, the other answer would be I didn't do nothing. I didn't do it. That's their story. I'll be able to tell mine. But though, to me, not saying that you didn't do it at all, not even hinting that I didn't do that shit, that's not my character. Yeah, nah. She could have been like, well, that's not my character. So she didn't even give us that. She just said they're
Do you
allegations.
think that would have been
Let me
enough
keep it
if
short.
she would have said that's not her
No,
character? You think that would have been enough?
I'm not saying that her response is not adequate. I'm just saying it did not make me believe for a second that she was saying I didn't do, like she's innocent. It just didn't make me believe that she was innocent. But I also feel like in a court of public opinion, the least you say is the best. So yeah, I agree that it's the right thing for her to say. But me personally, I automatically heard I did that shit. And I'ma just wait until y'all prove that I did that shit.
And that could very well be the case. But I don't know. We'll see.
I guess I would say, instead of thinking she didn't do it, I thought she not gonna get caught, is what I thought.
So many innocent people in jail though. Okay. I'm gonna leave y'all alone on that one. There's a new story, ain't there?
It is. They said they had aliases. What was
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy. They said there were 40 credit cards and debit cards that were used along with business names. And when I was reading it, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, something about it was like, how do y'all know? Like I just had questions. So her attorney came out with a statement. I didn't read all the statement, but I think they were trying to debunk some of the stuff that was being said.
Yeah.
But of course, that's why they're hired, to debunk that. But I'm
I
wondering
think they're gonna be successful.
if this is connected to the crime that was actually committed, or did they find something else that y'all did that was like, oh, and let's put this out there too. So I don't know.
So let me skim this. It says police failed to properly investigate the initial burglary despite clear indications of a break-in, displaying clear bias against the Osefo family. They heard nothing but silence from police for over 18 months, despite cooperation and requests for updates. It's common knowledge that other Real Housewives cast members have also been victimized after documenting their travel on social media. Okay, that's a nice frame. It says, what is most disturbing is that the state appears to have begun investigating only after charging those CFOs, which is a highly irregular approach that raises serious concerns and motive of fairness. Okay. You know what? I don't think they're going to get charged. That makes sense. If they can prove that if they call the police and they can prove that they never actually investigated the case to find out who did it, to look for the criminals, but they investigated them, that's interesting. In response to the aliases, it says that Osefos have never used an alias on any official application. This allegation is false and misleading. Such names were used for the delivery of packages following their lawful purchase to safeguard the identity of their very public figures. The defense is confident the court will prevent any further violation of the Osefos' right to a fair trial. Ooh.
That's interesting too, because people will use fake name or aliases when they're booking like hotel rooms and stuff, so people don't know who's actually in the hotel room or whatnot. I don't know.
I
think they got a real good team.
I thought the emails that they were writing each other, I thought that her wearing that ring, she allegedly was wearing a piece of the jewelry still. So those things I thought, were proven in this situation, and that was being used to charge them. I don't know. But I guess
along with the phone calls, but it was only one email that Eddie sent over to Wendy, which is why I was thinking this could have been a scheme concocted by Eddie, because he was the person that talked to who he needed to talk to. He was the one that sent her the emails. He was creating the list and everything. So, and I think he talked to the Travelers people too. So that's why I'm like, because Wendy's been trying to get the charges on her completely dropped, thrown out. My other thing that I'm wondering when they highlight the misleading details is, are they going to be able to use this to try to get something dropped against Wendy? I'm thinking technicality or something that they might
Yeah,
try.
that's what it sounds like. All the language sounds like it's unfairness. Something ain't right. They gonna, yeah.
So
We shall see.
I don't know. It for me personally, it felt like two people that did something stupid, and I don't know why they thought they was gonna get away with it. But again, that's just based on what I've read. I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong.
The burglary thing does not sit right with me
You know?
because they did a full search of the house and it didn't really add up.
It didn't. It didn't look like anybody had actually robbed them.
So that's where I'm like, y'all might get some stuff dropped, but I don't know if that's coming up off because don't seem like y'all was robbed.
And what are these fucking names? Eddie Hennessy. What the fuck is that?
Anything.
And
Which makes me think maybe it was for hotels.
She was posting shit too during that time. Didn't she post like the two of them was Hove and B? Shit like that? Like you know.
Yeah, I think so.
Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, bruh. Like, I don't know. I also feel like Wendy is not like living in, like, she's not living in reality on some level to me. Like, on some level, I could see her doing this shit, thinking that she would get away with it because she's a housewife and, you know, kind of caring more about being able to afford all this shit. And then I saw that they just renovated their entire house.
Yeah.
On top of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just kind of seemed like y'all might be, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, that's kind of more so what it seems like to me. I'm, you know, ready for her to, you know, her to prove that she's innocent and that this is not what happened and all of that. But yes, there's a level of arrogance that she has as well about the situation. Like, she's just so sure that she has it in the bag, even though it seems that there's a lot of fucking evidence pointing to y'all lying about getting robbed. So I don't know. But I'll pray for her because I really don't give a fuck about scammy ass insurance company. So, you know, it's not like I'm really that down on the girl, but it does seem dumb.
Yeah.
Y'all know so Wendy claims they were burglarized. Another housewives. It's hard for me to call her a housewife because y'all, let me just get to it. Mia has been so thirsty in the comments of all the other housewives trying to get back on the show. They ain't seen her with Bobby Valentino. And I think it's interesting that she decided to get arrested. Did she decide? I feel like this is the plot she set up. She decided to get arrested the same week as Portia.
The story, you ready? How you doing? I'm Officer Hunt, City of Atlanta Police. You know you have a warrant, correct? Okay. You know what it's for? Cool. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I'll take you back to our precinct, finish doing my paperwork, and once that's done, you have a cell phone?
No, I sent it.
Okay. So we'll go back to the precinct. I'll do my paperwork, and once that's done, then I'm going to transport you to Fulton County. So we just have a holding cells. We don't have like jail, just holding cells in our precinct. Okay? If you want to, go ahead and throw your shoes on. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You want to real fast? Thank you.
My housewife.
You want your hands? Excuse me. You want your hands? Hold on. Relax for a second. Relax. You want your hands this way, or you want your hands turn them inside like you're praying? You want this way? What's your way more comfortable? Okay. Let's.
Why is she crying like she
all right.
never got arrested
We'll go
before?
that way.
Don't act like it's your first time.
All right, I'm gonna lock them so they don't move on you, okay? When we get to the holding cell, I'll take them back
I
out.
feel like she just wanted attention. Let me share this.
Karen just got out of jail. Now Wendy's going there. What the hell? We taking turns over here? Like, I don't want no parts, okay? This is why my ass is minding my business in Atlanta, okay? I ain't had enough. You know what? I will take my butt back to the strip club and make my dollar for heaven's sake. Don't be like people. It's too much. Now, where are the kids?
So that's
everybody's so worried about my children, which my children are perfectly great. Where now? What? Now her kids are sitting here at school, right?
Oh,
getting
wow.
breaking news that mommy and daddy.
Hold on. Do y'all remember how big of a fit Mia threw on the show when Wendy had said something about her son being in like special needs classes? It wasn't even anything offensive. She was just stating what Mia had told her. So now we talking about the children?
I got on today.
Have mugshots because they committed fraud. Like that's ridiculous.
I hear that. I hear that.
Because she needed a storyline. Like, no. Like 1 + 1 is not equaling 2, and I have 0 degrees, and I know that is correct. You know, like
this was so bad. And just a few weeks later.
I think it's a scheme she set up, to be honest, y'all. Like, she has been so incredibly thirsty, y'all. Every comment. She even commented something to Ashley. And Ashley said, no thanks, babe. I only prefer to speak to people who aren't mentally ill or something like that. And everybody was like, her response was so weird. No, it wasn't weird. Mia has been in everybody's face. It's like, I wouldn't be shocked if she got arrested intentionally. I'm so serious.
What was it for? What was she supposed
She
to
for $11,000. Yeah, allegedly stole furniture from an apartment that she was renting, a furnished apartment, up to $11,000 worth of furniture.
And I'm wondering if it was
a couch.
She took the TV off the wall along with other stuff. That's why I was like, when I hear somebody taking the TV off a wall, to me, it kind of gives, I'm staying in my boyfriend's house or something, and he done pissed me off and I'm going to take all this, pay me for my pain type of energy. So I was like, was this Ink's house? We saw you with Bobby Valentino. Was it Bobby Valentino's house? Like, I mean, it could have been just a random landlord. She said she had the stuff in her storage and she could go get it. But yeah.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's why you're not a housewife right now.
Okay.
And even though housewives are obviously doing dumb shit, they not stealing from other people. They pretending like people stole from them.
Right. Classy based skin.
Somebody said that's the stuff that was stolen out of Wendy's house.
Oh. It was her all along. It was a scheme. She framed her. I will believe it. If you could prove it to me, I will consider it. I will consider it as an option.
Okay. So our last housewives of prison. Why everybody saying
crazy? The pipeline is insane.
Our last one, I think it's just telling me that everything is in alignment, y'all. It don't make sense, but everything has been in alignment this episode. Why is there so much crime going on this November? Allegedly, you said the economy, buddy.
That's if the holidays, but the economy too.
Okay, I was about to say people lost their food stamps. Sure. Okay, so Portia Williams lands on the FBI's radar, which is comical, seeing as her ex-husband was City Boy Simon, who was on the FBI's radar anyway, after Delta flight incident. She claims she was verbally abused by a passenger, alleging assault. A woman says, I'm afraid she's going to have me killed. What? Hold on.
I love you. I love you. Any families traveling with car seats and strollers are welcome aboard at this time. Along with Zone 3. Zone 3 is now welcome aboard.
I didn't even realize she was being escorted.
Who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone. And she turned to me out of nowhere and she said, "So you're gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I
She will
said,
make you listen to what?
"Am I gonna make her listen to my phone?"
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hold on, I was trying to click the screen. Did y'all hear that? It sounded like it was African man. Oh, let's see.
So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yes. Yeah.
The plane was on the ground?
Yes.
The door was shut? It was, okay.
No, the door wasn't shut yet. People were still boarding.
People were still boarding?
But you were texting me. When
Oh,
people
okay,
were
I
still
couldn't
boarding.
tell.
Okay.
Okay. So she was like, you know, "Are you gonna make me listen to that the whole time?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, it was a nicer way to say that." And she said, "Bitch, you don't tell me bitch." And I was like,
Mm.
"You okay?" I'm okay.
Oh, she said, "Are you okay?"
I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone, it was
Yeah.
loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the louder.
She asked me, the lady who was sitting next to me, she so the music, the Instagram was on, and she told me, "Am I gonna have to listen to that?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Okay, you're an adult. You can't. You're an adult. You can't be cursing like that."
Mm.
No, and I said, "Why are you chastising me? Like, this woman is the one going crazy."
Mm.
So then they end up making her move to the next chair
Okay.
with the guy. But
Okay.
she was irate, so they were trying to hold her
Okay.
because she didn't want to move. It's like she wanted to move but didn't want to move.
Okay.
So as you can see, they had to pull
She
her.
was at the window or she was at the end?
So she was in the row.
On the aisle.
I'm sorry.
She was in the aisle. And where were you? You were in the middle?
I'm at the door in first class. It's only 2 seats.
Only 2 seats. Oh, you are the window. And
Yeah.
she's at the aisle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you telling me there was nothing physical?
No.
It was just verbal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're an adult. You can't.
Before I say anything, I want to know, is my information going to be given to the woman who assaulted me?
No, ma'am.
Because I'm afraid for my life.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not. It's
I was sitting in my seat. She was the last passenger to come on board. So when she came on board,
Atlanta, Georgia is in the eastern
she said, "I'm in that seat." I said, "No problem." I jumped up, got far away from her so she had plenty of room. She had to put stuff in the upstairs thing. I understand that. Took plenty of time. Sit back down. We never spoke other than that. And after about 25 minutes of her on Instagram, full blast, every time she would flip, because apparently it was from a loud place, I jumped because it was so loud. And so I waited 25 minutes, give her time, let her do whatever she needed to do. And then I said, "Am I going to have to listen to that the whole time?" And she said, "Do you like it?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, before I say anything, I want to know, is my information going to be given?" I don't like the way you asked me. I said, "Don't put this on me." And the next thing I know, there was a fingernail so close to my eye that I thought I was going to be physically attacked. She had I don't want to do it to you, sir. She had her hands in my face, screaming, calling me crazy, on and on and on. So now the flight attendants can't come help me because they're strapped in for this takeoff. My phone is sitting against my leg on my lap. So I take it to video to try and protect myself.
Girl.
And as soon as I go like this, she takes her hand and goes like that and throws my phone, and everybody sees the phone go down the end of the whole airplane, and the flight attendant told me he saw her knock it out of my hand. And that's assault. And
So
I'm
she
70 years old.
So she actually knocked the phone off your
You're
hand.
damn right she did.
Okay.
I didn't
Oh,
drop
my
it.
gosh.
I don't like the way you asked me.
All right. All right.
Here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid she's going to have me killed.
So
Oh
can you
my
do me a favor?
gosh.
Can you write me a statement?
Yeah. I don't know if I could take any more of the microaggressions. I think we got to the point, which is, y'all know I told y'all before we started that I was waiting until I came on to see in real time what happened. I heard about it, but I was like, I don't really know what happened. She's innocent. She probably
Yeah.
should have knocked the white off of that lady, but she
The
didn't.
white girl you saw walk up to her said Portia didn't do that. A white guy walked up to, they edited it out of this pic, and said that she didn't even touch that lady. So the lady lied, and Portia had pictures of them having to restrain that woman. showing that she was the one that was more irate than anybody. So she got up there just a lying child.
She was lying,
So,
and that lady was being a fucking Karen. But Portia needs some goddamn headphones. Bitch, put some earphones in. What's wrong with you? Why is you walking around just playing your phone all loud on the plane? Okay. But it was
Yeah.
definitely given. Portia is entitled because she's a reality star, and that white lady was like, "No, you're not, bitch. I'm white. Okay, if
oh,
anybody's entitled here, it's me.
it's
Okay,
me.
nigger bitch." And so she acted
Yeah.
a fool, and then tried to do all of that victim shit, and then even her talking about, "Oh, I think she gonna kick girl."
Yeah, that's when I was like, I can't do it. And then she said the fingernail she did. She wants you know that
That was
shit
a
was long.
microaggression. That was a racist like
Mm-hmm.
thing right there because black girls wear long nails. Girl, fuck you.
Yep. Yep. I'm 70 years old. Girl.
You're damn right she did. Like, girl, no ma'am.
Yeah, I couldn't take it.
Like, okay, Barbara,
But
get the fuck out of here. And that was an African Atlanta police officer. That's just hilarious.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even realize that was a police officer she was talking to. I thought she just found a random African man that befriended her and was like, let me record this and be a witness.
Yeah, that was his
That was body cam.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that white lady was tweaking from the moment he went over there to talk to her. She was like, "This is an assault matter. You want us to have this conversation out here in the open in front of everybody?
No, there's no private police.
Where would you like to go up here? Somewhere where there aren't many people, ma'am. It's people all throughout this damn airport. Where you want to go to talk?"
She said, you're not going to give her my information, are you? I'm afraid. Why would she have you killed? What about Portia gave she was going to have you killed?
Black. That's what gives. That's what gives she'll have me killed. She must be a gangster's woman.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay, let me read these super chats. Thank you, J Buggin 8811 says Courtney sees their mom and Kim and it triggers her. Interesting. I didn't think Chris worked like that when she was younger, but who knows? Brittany, thank you. She says, as an athletic college advisor, I approve that message. I try to drill that in my athletes' heads. Everybody not going pro. Thanks. Brandon Brown, hey cousin. He says, y'all giving this man the juice. I don't believe now one of y'all. Where is the melanin? He talking about Mauricio. I cannot. Okay, and then Nitwit says, did you see Jamal Bryant's new wife's video at the probate? She looks just like Giselle. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I didn't think she looked just like Giselle.
I didn't see the video.
Felt like she did a more glamorized.
She does look just like
Ooh.
More glamorized,
Ooh.
thicker version. Yeah.
Okay. Brandon says, Niecy, what is we sipping on? I guess we'll be down to season 47 before Niecy takes a chance on Vermentino, the best white wine ever. It's funny. I can't even tell you what I'm sipping on. It's not Viognier. It's not whatever. I don't know. Last week I made some short ribs and it called for a glass of wine. So I just, not a whole glass, but some wine. I got the cheapest bottle of red wine I could find from H-E-B. So that's what I'm drinking on. Season 47. What season are we on technically, y'all? 5, I guess. 4? Going into 5.
So it's up there.
It is up there. I wonder how many episodes we done did.
I don't know. Let's say 5, child. I would say 5. I think it's 5.
Yeah, probably. The new year will be fine.
Well, on my channel alone, I have saved this. We have 78 videos on mine.
Oh, okay.
You say how many videos?
I have 78 on mine.
On hers.
Oh, really? That's it?
Just on mine, but if we do that by 3, because we all get one, one a month. So
3.5 because it was 4 channels.
Right.
3 1/4 or something like that, 78 times.
But we just like Destiny Child. It's been 3 of us longer than 4 of us.
That is true. That's absolutely crazy. Well, We'll see. Maybe we'll get an in-person reunion next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Y'all be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Ooh Ladies First. Email us for your listener letter questions, advice, all that type of stuff. OoLadiesFirstPN@gmail.com. Follow Jamie at Jamie, that's me, Bondi Blue, Blue Rose Bondi, and myself, Niecy Dixon. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.